Yeah. We live in the flesh. We live in the flesh. You already know, man. It's your boy HypeFanEagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. Shout out to my first time viewers. Shout out to my last time viewers. Shout out to the people that's viewing this video rather religiously or in passing. You already know. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you will be notified when I go on live. Thank you. Thank you. We are live, baby. What's up, man? Let's talk a little bit about Philly, baby. Let's talk a little bit about Philly. But before we get into Philly, man, like I said, man, it's a nice day, man. It rained last night in New Jersey, but it's a nice day, man. High temperatures of 91. I assume it will be muggy today. I assume it will be nasty today. So whatever it is over here is whatever it is over there in Philly, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be nasty. And that's how the season is going to be. This season is going to be crazy nasty, man. All right, let's get into it, man. The narrative is still out about Jalen Hurts, as y'all heard over the week. And if you didn't know, or if you didn't hear, Emmanuel Acho, that whole basically the whole cast on the speak, besides Shady McCoy, right? And I guess if you want to say besides Joy Taylor, right? Basically, Emmanuel Acho and the other guy, James Jones or whatever his name is, they pretty much said that Jalen Hurts does nothing better than Dak Prescott. Nothing at all, right? Now, I want to put my 2 cents in it. You know what I'm saying? I want to try to be as fair as possible. Dak Prescott is a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback, a good regular season quarterback, right? Compare him to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is definitely a winner. Jalen Hurts has a Super Bowl appearance. That's on his resume. Of course, Dak Prescott has been in the NFL longer than Jalen Hurts, but I don't even understand. You know what? It seems like they don't have nothing else to talk about. They don't have nothing else to talk about because Dak Prescott class, right? If I'm not mistaken, Dak Prescott class is Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, who else? Who else came out in 16? There's very few, I believe, that's still left that came out in 2016, right? Let me tell you Dak Prescott class who you should be comparing him to. You should be comparing him to Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Who else came out? Right now, I can't think off the top of my head. Who else came out in his class? Joe Burrow or Trevor Lawrence. If you want to say Lamar Jackson, like those people around his class, you can compare him to. But don't sit up there and compare him to Dak Prescott. For one, Dak Prescott always getting knocked out in the playoffs. Let's keep it a bean. They always talking about, oh, Jalen Hurts had a team, but a team around him and stuff like that. His team pushed him to the Super Bowl. Well, when you got a good team like that, that's what's going to happen. When you got a team around you, that's what's going to happen. Dak Prescott had a team around him, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen whatsoever. He had a team around him multiple years, and that did not happen at all, period. Point blank, period. That did not happen at all. So you're supposed to have a team around you. What you supposed to have, a bum team, and then, no, they're supposed to put a team around a quarterback. You're supposed to have wide receivers. You're supposed to have a running back. You're supposed to have a defense. Come on, man. Think common sense, man. When Dak Prescott had that, what did he do with his opportunities? You got to ask yourself that. What did he do with his opportunities when he had a team around him? When he had one of the best defensive coordinators in the National Football League? What did he do with it? Y'all forgot to ask yourselves that. On top of that, now, if you want to talk about individual success, yes, Dak Prescott has a way better individual quarterback success than Jalen Hurts, right? And this is not including accolades. Of course, he threw more touchdowns. Of course, he got more passing yards. I don't think that he got more rushing yards. He definitely don't. He definitely don't. Or he don't have more rushing touchdowns. But y'all got to remember, he has been in the league 4 or 5 years longer than Jalen Hurts. So, of course, those type of numbers will be increased. Those type of numbers will be increased. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Those type of numbers will be increased because he has been in the league longer than Jalen Hurts. But Jalen Hurts' accolades is better than Dak Prescott. So what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? And they want to go off last year, right? Let me tell you what happened last year, right? No chemistry. Offensive coordinator that you could read his plays out of a 1, 2, 3 ABC book. That's how simple it was. That's how simple it was. So we had no creativity during the offense, right? 2 defensive coordinator changes during the course of the season, right? Nobody tackling. Nobody want to play defense. Did y'all factor that in? Coach Nick Sirianni was not the best head coach for his football team last year. Did y'all factor that in? Did y'all factor that in? We kept trying to find new people on the defense. Like, we just kept signing people. It wasn't making no sense. None of it was making no sense. We tried to pull a rabbit out the hat and a rabbit got stuck. The rabbit got stuck. You feel me? So when you want to talk about last year, you just can't go based off his performance. He is a part of the blame with everybody else. Last year was a debacle for everybody, not just Jalen Hurts. Not just Jalen Hurts. It was a debacle for everybody on the Philadelphia Eagles, not just Jalen Hurts. Of course, the quarterback get the bulk of the blame, but when you look at it, you got to look at everything in totality. You got to look at everything, and he was injured. So you have to look at everything in totality. You just can't blame it all on Jalen Hurts. Last year, the Cowboys had a spectacular team. And they got bounced out the first round by the Packers. The first round. Just like us, we got bounced out, but that was more expected from us getting bounced out than the Cowboys getting bounced out by the Packers. And Dak throwing 2 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? They not being realistic up there, bro. Yo, it's a bunch of Jalen Hurts slander going around, not just on the speak. It's on all of these big media platforms, bro. I just hope Jalen Hurts is strong enough to actually ignore it. I just hope that he's strong enough to actually ignore it. You know what I'm saying? And I believe he is, though. Because this year, for some reason, it seemed like our team's chemistry is way, way better than last year. It seemed like we got the right pieces. We just got to figure out who belongs where. We got to figure out who belongs where right now. We got a lot of young cats. We got a lot of young talent. We just got to figure out who belongs where at the end of the day. That's it. Now, I mean, training camp right around the corner. That's going to separate the men from the boys, the pit from the poodles. Training camp is going to separate the men from the boys, the pit from the poodles. That's what training camp is going to do. We'll see, man. Listen, I'm looking forward to everything, man. Like I said, and large majority of the hate is coming from our own media, not the content creators. Us content creators, we hold it down for real. You know what I mean? Us content creators hold it down. We know the real. So when we need to critique something, we're going to critique something from a true standpoint, not no biased standpoint. We're going to be real. If Jalen Hurts playing ass, we're going to say he playing ass. If he not playing ass, then we're going to say he not playing ass. We're not about to be biased. We're not about to be, oh, this is my team, so no, we don't do that. If people are playing ass, we're going to say that. We're going to say that as Philadelphia fans. We're going to say that as Philadelphia content creators. We're not going to be biased. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I got for you, man. You know what I mean? Stay tuned for more videos, man. Please make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave your comments down below. You already know, man. It's your boy HypeFanEagle1 representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey.